Hi everyone, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Mhm. 77, right? Yes. Okay. Can you please introduce yourself? Why do you want to learn Excel and are you working or looking for a job or a student? Just introduce yourself. Okay. First of all, I'm Devi. I'm working on data analytics from last 12 years. Okay. And same experience I have on teaching field also. This is my part-time job. Okay. Yeah. No, you can.
Yeah. Hello, ma'am. My name is Rajshekar. To improve skills in Excel, I have joined this course.
Okay. Already you're working?
Yes, yes, working, but not on Excel.
Okay. You have some knowledge on Excel?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Basic knowledge I have.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
Good morning, ma'am. Myself, Sanit Kumar.
Okay.
I'm working as a financial analyst from a
Uh-huh.
past. So I want to upgrade in Excel. So that's the reason I have joined this. And also looking for Power BI and SQL.
Okay. You took complete package, right?
Yes,
SQL.
Power
Okay.
Package.
Okay. Yeah. Next. Monica.
Hello, ma'am. Good morning.
Good.
The reason I wanted to take this course is now since I'm in the US and now I'm pursuing my master's in business analytics, MS in business analytics.
Okay.
So rather than just taking SQL and Power BI, I was suggested to take the data analytics Power Pack. So I want to start from the basics. So Excel, yes, I know a little about it, just the basics though. So I just want to learn in depth about it because they say Excel and SQL is somehow connected and it's better, Excel on a higher level. So that's the reason I took up this course.
Okay.
Okay.
Kamalakar.
Hi, ma'am. Good morning. We are a team of three people. One, myself, Sridhar, and Nasimha. We are all on the course.
Okay.
We are into marketing and business development. We handle big data and sorts of information that we look at to analyze those things. We would require some sort of a in-depth kind of knowledge, though we have some sort of basics. So that's the reason we all have joined this course.
Okay. Sharanya.
Hello everyone. This is Sharanya. Actually, I have joined Excel to get a higher package in my working career. So that that's the reason. And
Okay.
after learning this, I'm interested to learn the Power BI as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sridhar.
Hi, ma'am. This is Sridhar. Ma'am,
Hi.
I have joined the Excel to upgrade myself.
Okay.
I am the team member of Kamalakar, sir. As he said,
Mhm.
we have joined 3 members.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Narasimha Rao.
Good morning, ma'am. I'm Narasimha Rao.
Mhm.
I'm learning this too. Reason is to main upgrade my skills in my job and to analyze the big data, as explained by my boss Kamlakar sir.
Okay. Thank you. Pranita?
Good morning, ma'am. My name is Pranita. I work in the healthcare operations sector. Excel is always about handling the work for more efficiency. So this is why I wanted to upgrade myself from basics to the advanced Excel.
Sridhar?
Hello?
Yeah, thank you, Pranita.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you.
Sridhar?
Ma'am, I
Oh,
have already introduced myself.
yeah. One more Sridhar is there. Okay, fine. What about you? Any of you are looking for job? Yeah, okay. All three of you. Okay.
I'm doing part-time job in Apollo.
Sorry?
I'm doing a part-time. It's
Okay.
a part of this 3 months.
Okay.
And next I want to build my career as a business
Okay.
So
You want to go into data set. You three friends? No, sir. You're working or you're working? You know Excel? Little bit? Just basics. Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. Why Excel? Why not? I mean, this is also one of the data analysis tool, right? Why Excel? Why not other applications like ClickSense, Power BI or Tableau? We can do data analysis using other applications also. Why Excel is more popular? User friendly. And in every system, you will have Excel. Okay. And you may work on any company or any role. You may be on, maybe you are working in HR team, sales team, admin team, or hospitals, okay, colleges. Everywhere you need to work on Excel compulsory. Okay, maybe you are maybe a developer or tester, you are a HR. Okay, compulsory Excel is mandatory everywhere. So that's why not only for data analysis side, you may work on any role, but in day-to-day life, everywhere, somewhere we use Excel and we do analysis using Excel. And everyone will easily understand Excel. That's why after joining in the companies, some people, they are working as a managers, they also come and learn this Excel. Because they want to manage the team, maybe attendance analysis, okay, or some kind of reports using the data they want to do. So everywhere Excel is maintained, okay, and licensing cost is less compared to other applications, and it is user friendly. You may create your visualizations in Power BI or Tableau or ClickSense. Finally, people want to see the data in Excel only. They download data into Excel and again they take their required data and they apply some formulas to get the data or to create some more reports again. Okay, is it clear? Okay, what we do with the Excel? Only for data analysis purpose or any other usage with Excel? What we do with Excel? First one is to store the data, right? Store the data in the form of tables, or without tables also we store the data, right? Okay, second one is for calculation purpose. Yeah, organize the data, correct. The second one is for calculation purpose, As of today, we have some 22 formulas till today. You can do anything using Excel using that formulas. We are going to learn around 150 to 200 formulas. We are not going to learn all the formulas because in data analysis side, we don't use all that formulas like trigonometry formulas, like sin theta, cos theta, that trigonometry related formulas we don't use. And some financial formulas we don't use, you know. Okay, let me show you categories first. I'll share my screen. Hope you are able to see my screen. Your batch number is 677, right? Okay, I'll show you. Total you have, this is only as of 2016. And more formulas we have in 2019, then 2019, 2021, Office 365. So I'll tell you like what are the formulas are introduced from that particular version. Okay, I'll give you the complete list. Here you can see by version wise. In 2003, we have 341 formulas. Okay, and you want to see that belongs to which category? If you want to see only date and time formulas in 2020, 2003, these are the formulas. Okay, suppose if something I did not explain, but you want to use somewhere, then you can search here. Okay, and click on that particular formula. Suppose date diff formula. Click on this. So it will give you some Microsoft help with the syntax, where argument description and example. Okay, you can learn easy. So here it's not updated one. You have formulas only up to 2016. I'll give you 2019, 21 and Office 365 formulas. Okay, total to 522 formulas we have as of now. Okay, fine. So today, let's see what we are going to learn in our Excel classes. I'm not going to explain you like actual class today. I'll tell you what we are going to learn in our next classes. Okay. Okay, this is the flow. What we are going to learn: data types, understanding numbers and formats, information, how to transform the information using formulas. It's not 100 plus, you will have 150 to 200 formulas. Okay. And summarizing, grouping subtotals, data management, presenting using charts and pivot tables, analyzing using interactive dashboards. Okay. And some printing techniques. You want to print the document, you need to apply some, you need to do some modifications when you are doing the printing. And protection techniques, you want to protect your sheet or workbook, or you want to log the cells, or you wrote a formula but you don't want to allow others to see the formulas also, you want to hide the formulas. So all that protection techniques, that will come under again protection related options. This is the flow. Okay. So coming to about Excel stages in data analysis, the same thing you have here. Whatever you have here, the same thing. Okay. First, I'll start with history of Excel. Okay. So why we need to learn Excel and what we are going to do? Storing the data, and for calculation purpose and for analysis purpose, you to create an interactive dashboard. Okay. And history of spreadsheet. So actually Excel is started in 1978. That is Visual Calc. It's not Excel. But Excel is named from 1985. Okay. This is not required for us. Okay. Nobody will ask you in any of your interviews. No need to remember also, just for your reference. Okay. Next, who are the competitors for Excel? Excel itself. You may have application something like this in, you may have some other applications also, but Excel is more popular, and for every version they are improving themselves by adding some extra features, right? By adding some extra formulas. So now you learn 2016, when after 2019 they released, you will have some extra options. Just you need to learn that option, so that, and you know that options also, like very important and interesting concepts they are adding every time. Okay, so what are the options available from each versions? I'll explain you version wise differences. Okay, next, terminology of Excel. What is row, column? So all that, because some people maybe they are not using Excel application itself. If they are seeing the first time, then they should know what is row, column, what is sheet, workbook. So from the terminology we'll start. Object model of Excel. Object model means what is the hierarchy? First of all, you need to install Excel application, and in that application you will create a workbook. Workbook is nothing but a file. In file you will have sheets. These are called sheets. Okay, these are sheets. In sheets you will have cells. Each box is called one cell. Okay, together all cells is one sheet. All sheets will call as workbook. This complete one we will call it as a workbook or a file. If you have Excel application, then only you can create it, right? Okay. Next, file types. So when you are saving the file, what is the extension of the file? Default extension in 2003 is .xls. 2003 Excel. We know from 2003 Excel, right? .xls. What is extension? Type of the file. If it is a notepad text file, then we will keep .txt. For PPT, .ppt, and for Word document, .doc. Right? For any application, you take any application, for every application you will have an extension. That extension is .xls in 2003 Excel. From 2007 onwards, they changed to .xlsx. From 2007 onwards. Okay? .xlsx. And we have so many extensions, but commonly we use these 4 extensions. Third one is .xlsm and fourth one is .xlsb. So what is the difference between all these extensions? So, okay, .xls, it will store data and macros. Here we have data, sheet-wise data, and macros means it is a automation of Excel. Okay, it is automation of Excel. Like your requirement is, suppose every time, every day, you're working same, you're getting data from different people, and you will keep in one folder. You are consolidating the data. You are removing the duplicate value. You are filtering by this week data, because I need to create only this week data report. Okay, this week means from Monday to Friday or from Monday to Sunday. Some time I have only, if you take a suppose a tickets analysis. What are the tickets created this week? I want to create the report. Okay, so after consolidating the data, I'll remove the duplicate values and I will filter by date. Then I'll create some reports. Okay, after that, I want to split the data by a requester, maybe approver or requester, some based on some, if it is a sales data, by salesperson, I want to split the data. So some 100 people are working on the data. I have data for 100 salespersons. I need to create 100 sheets. Okay, why 100 sheets? Because I want to split data by salesperson. Some X person did some sales. I want to filter only that particular person sales data and keep it in that particular sheet. Okay, and send email to that person. How much time it will take? Just assumption tell you. You need to create 100 sheets, filter data. Are you sure you're keeping the correct data in the correct sheet? Creating 100 sheets will take, okay, don't go for 100. Let's take 10 sheets only. Okay, you need to create 10 sheets. What you have to do first? Create 10 sheets with their names and filter the data and copy and paste there. After that, you need to send 10 different emails. How much time it will take? Sorry? 5 to 10 minutes, right? You can do that in 5 to 10 minutes. You need to consolidate the data. Console means you are getting data from different people. You are consolidating the data. Consolidating means open each and every workbook, copy and paste into single sheet. Then remove the duplicate values. Then create 10 different sheets by salesperson and keep that particular data, filter and keep that particular data and send 10 different emails. Sorry?
2 hours.
At least 2 hours. Even not 2 hours. If more salespersons are there, more time, right? And at the end of the work, you are not sure you did correct exact. Correct? Because you are doing it manually. But if you write a macro code, okay, you can do that in fraction of seconds. You will write a code, just you will assign this task to a button or some shortcut key. When you're clicking on the button, it will take the data, it will consolidate the data and it will keep in the single sheet. And that macro itself will remove the duplicate values, apply filters, creating the sheets and mails also it will send automatically. Why you are creating a macro? If you are doing any repetitive task continuously, we will write a macro code because we are going to do the same steps. You know what steps you are performing every day. So for every step, you will write a code and you will assign that code to a button. When you click on it, it will perform the task automatically within fraction of seconds. That is a macro. Okay. We are not going to learn that in this. Okay. Why I am explaining that? Because here I am saying it will store Excel data as well as macros. You don't know what is macro. That's why I gave some small example. Okay. So now in XLS format, it will store Excel data and macros. Where you can see macro in the developer tab here. This is a macro, I mean Visual Basic application. Here, macro means it is a, C language, Java, coding, right? The same like that in Excel also you can write a code to do automations. That code is called a macro code. Okay. So here we will write that. Insert module here. We will write our code. This is macro code. Okay. So whatever code you will write here, I'll show you otherwise. Okay. Let's take, I have some data here. This is related to some items. How many total items are there and how many sold? Okay. Every month, how much stock we are getting and how much we are selling that stock, that kind of data. Okay. So the client requirement is here, if you see, okay, client requirement is that client will run the report on every month, maybe 3 or 4 times. Okay. Every time it should add here. 1st Jan, what is the stock? And then February, someday, I mean, 1st week, they'll run the report. In middle, whatever reports they are running, that no need to add. But here in the monthly, see here, 1st Jan, 3rd, 5th March, and 8th March also added. If you run on 15th March, this will remove and 15th March will come. Okay. You can run on any times in that month, that the only first time values will keep and remaining it will remove and that newly one will add. So the requirement is only every month, 1st week, whatever data we are running, that I want to see here. Okay, that is the requirement. So they'll refresh the data, they click on it, they'll load the data. So it will load the data and it will check all these conditions. Okay, and data also will store somewhere here. This is consolidated data and here is the dashboard. This is how something you want to see only January report. Okay, here this is a trend, right? So it's not applied that filter here. Only you can see now that changes. Okay. To create this kind of report, first of all, we wrote some macro code here because you need to check some conditions and consolidate data. So all that we are not doing manually. If you go to macro code, here is the code. Here is the code. This is the macro code. Something we'll write here. This is macro code. If you want to store this data, you need to save it in .xls format in 2003. If it is from 2007 onwards, then you have to save it in .xlsm or .xlsp. Okay, in .xlsx format, even though you write this code, it will not store, will remove everything. Are you getting it? Excel means you have two things now. One is sheets. Sheets are nothing but you will store some data, you will create some tables and you will write some formulas. And second thing is a visual basic application that also you will have inside the Excel itself. Okay. So in that visual basic application, we will write some macro code. That macro code you can't save if it is in .xlsx format. XLSX will store only Excel data but not macro code. Okay. Second one is .xlsm. .xlsm will store both Excel as well as macro. .xlsp. XLSP also will store both Excel as well as macro. Then if both are storing Excel as well as macro, then what is the difference between these two? Right? XLSB will store data in binary format. Binary format. What is binary format? Zeros and ones. Yeah. In the backend, it will store like that. Because of that, the file size will decrease.
Right.
You know, you compressed files. Why we will do that compressing the files?
Same like zip.
Yeah. Zipping is okay. Okay. Sometimes, you know, you are not able to attach the file to the Gmail or any mail. Then we will like compress the files and send, right? To reduce the file sizes. So here also, if you save it in .xlsb format, it will reduce the file size. I'll show you an example. See. File size. See, if you see, all these are the same data sets, same number of records, okay? Suppose if you save it in .csv format, then the file size is 1850 KB. In .txt also 1850 KB, okay? .xls is taking, this is old format of Excel. Now we are not using this .xls, okay? 3067 KB. But if you save the same file in .xlsb format, the file size is 815 KB only. Okay? Sometimes if your file size is large, you have so much of data, you are not able to attach through email, or you are not able to upload into some sites, some websites or SharePoint, right? Then save it as .xlsb. It will store Excel as well as macros data. And even you have only Excel data, still you can save it as .xlsb. Just that it will reduce the file size. Is it clear? Okay.
Yes.
Any queries, guys? Am I going fast or are you okay? Okay. Okay. That's about the extension. So the default extension to work with Excel is .xlsx. Now you are not learning macros, so no need of .xlsm. If your file size is more, then go for .xlsb. Clear? Okay, next one. These are the extension. Based on the file extension, number of rows and columns also dependent on these extensions, okay? So here, what is row and what is column? A, B, C, D, all these are called columns. That vertical ones are called columns. Horizontal ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, these are called rows. Okay, horizontal ones are called rows and vertical ones are called columns. Simply, numbers are rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, and columns are A, B, C, D. Okay, these are columns. So you have only 65,536 rows in .xls format. Suppose you saved this file in .xls format, okay? Then you can store only 65,536 records. Means rows 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 65,536 only will have. But if it is .xlsx format, then you have up to 10,48,576. Means number of rows are increased from 2007 Excel onwards. Previously, it is only 65,536. Means how many times they increased? If you do this by this, 16 times. Okay. Do you want to see the last row? Control down arrow. See, you have up to 10,48,576. In the old version of Excel, you will have up to 65,536 only. Is it clear? Number of columns. In old version of Excel, in .xls format, you will have up to IV. IV is nothing but 256th column. IV1. You want to see the column number. You have up to 256 columns only. Okay. But from 2007 Excel onwards, they increased the number of columns also. That is XFD is the last column. And the column number is 16,384. From 256 to 16,380. Okay. So this is the latest version of Excel. I mean, from 2007 onwards, they increased 2007, 10. From 2007 onwards, you have the same number of rows and columns. How many rows from 2007? 10,48,576. Number of columns? 16,384. What is the column name? Last column name? Except D. Except D. Okay. You can see a box here, right? This box. That each box we will call it as a cell. One cell. Okay. One cell. You are in which column now? XES. It will highlight that. You are in XES column and which row? 18th row. So XES 18 is the cell address. Intersection point of row and column is called a cell. Okay. That cell address you can see in name box. This is name box. Okay. Now tell me. I will hide that. Yeah. Now tell me. What is the cell address? This cell address. What is this cell address?
F column 28th row.
What is the cell address then? F28. Right? And what is this? Yeah, what is this cell address? G11. G11. This one?
D17.
Clear? Yeah. So that address you can see here in the name box. Okay. This is formula bar. Here you can see actual value or formula in the cell. Suppose I'm writing equal to sum of 10, 20. Okay. If you keep your cursor there, then you can see whether it is a value or a formula. Or sometimes, you will do some formatting to the cells. So after doing the formatting means, example, I have a date in the cell. Date is showing like a DDMMYY format. Okay. But I formatted the cells. It is showing only month and year, not day. But if you keep your cursor in the cell, then it will show you actual value. Okay. Visibility will change, but actual value you can see in the formula bar. So what is actual value? What is visibility? All that we are going to learn in the number formatting options. Okay. Next one. Okay, I'll talk about all this later. It's already 8:18. So I'll tell you what we are going to learn in our entire Excel part, Excel classes. I'll start with the home tab. First, we are going to learn the remaining options like what are the version differences from version to version, what are the extra features added, and how many formulas we have in that particular version, all that I'll explain. Okay. So after that, I will start from home tab onwards. Home tab. In home tab, you're going to learn cut, copy, paste, and paste special options. You know already what is cut, copy, paste, right? That is same in every application. But you have one more option called paste special. Paste special. I'll give you a small example. Okay. You have formula here. A formula is sum of these numbers. Okay. Now, I'll do copy, Control C and Control V. I'm pasting it. What happened now? You got the same formula from the source. Okay. Now, I'll copy again. I'm pasting here. Again, you got the same formula, but you got even that formatting also here. See one more time. Here, you don't have any formatting, correct? I'm copying it, I'll paste it, complete paste. What's happening? You're getting that formula as well as formatting, background color, font color, everything, correct? But what is your requirement? From the source, you want to get only formula, but not that formatting, all that. So do copy, say Control Alt V, okay, for paste special. Click on formulas option. Say okay. So from the source, it will take only formula, but not the formatting. Okay. Suppose I'll copy this. Paste here. What it is pasting? Everything again, correct? But my requirement is from here, I want to paste only value. Control Alt V. Values, say okay. You will get only value from the source. From the source, you want to paste one of the property, not everything. Then we will go for paste special options. Okay. So you have so many options in the paste special. Pasting only formulas, only values, only formatting from the source, only comments, validation. What is validation? Example, I have a marks column, okay? Simple example. Marks column means it should accept what? It should accept what? Numbers between 0 to 100. Correct? But do you have any restrictions in Excel? I will enter some Excel. Will it accept or not? Yes, it will accept. Something, some number. It's accepting, but it is wrong, right? Here, I want to give some conditions on the cells. First of all, it should take only number and that to between 0 to 100. That condition I want to give. So select these cells, go to data tab. Here you have data validation. Okay. So click on whole number and between 0 to 100. And I want to give some alert also. Marks is the title and error message is please enter a value between 0 to 100 is the message. Say okay. Now you give 101. It won't accept and it will give you that alert. Okay. Enter 100, it will accept. 0, it will accept. Text, it won't accept because we selected whole number option. So it will take only number and that too between 0 to 100. This is called a validation. In validation, you have so many things again. Decimals, drop downs, how to give drop downs, how to create custom validation. You have a mobile column. Mobile column means what? It should accept only number. Number means, can I enter 1, 2, something like that? No, it should be a 10-digit number. Second condition, length should be 10. First one is, it should be a number. Second one is, length is 10. Okay, I'll enter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 9 and 0. 10-digit number. Is it a valid mobile number? No, again it's wrong. So the third condition is, first digit should be at least 6. Correct? These 3 conditions I want to check. So you have 3 different conditions. But here in the normal data validation, you have between, less than, greater than, that kind of options. But for mobile numbers, I need to give more conditions. Then you need to write some formulas to apply all these conditions. That is custom data validation and drop down, dynamic drop down, okay, and then data dependency. Data dependency means drop down will work on second drop down values are dependent on the first drop down selected value. Means I select some country from the first drop down. Only second drop down should show me the relevant states. Okay. So based on the first drop down selection, second drop down values will populate. Okay. Are you getting it? I'll give you a small example. You can do this in data validations. Sorry, not data validation, in the number formatting option. I'll show you that. Yeah, if you take this, so we have some food type and food item. Okay. So in food type, we have fruits, some fruits, non-veg, some items, sweets, and veg items. Okay. We have a drop down food type. If I select food type, second food item should show me only that relevant values. Okay. So select fruits. You see second one, apple, banana, mangoes, and oranges. Okay. Select here non-veg. Only you can see non-veg items. So the second drop down is populated based on the first drop down. Okay. Or suppose you are working in the company. You selected a manager in the first drop down. So the second drop down is giving me that employees list under that manager. Maybe I'm selecting something, I'm filling some form. So it's giving me like. So there also you have to go for the data dependence. Okay. From where we went where? From paste to special options. Okay. This is data validation. Okay. So in the paste special options. Okay. So marks column. I have one more marks column now. So here again, there is no data validation. It will accept text everything, right? My requirement is whatever validation I have here, the same validation I want to keep it here. So copy this, go to destination, Control Alt V, click on validation. You are pasting only validation from the source. Say okay. So now it will not accept. Okay, are you getting it? What is paste special? Paste special means you are not pasting everything. One of the property from the source. Okay, so that you are going to learn. You have so many options here in the paste special. So you are going to learn all that options. What is operation, skip blanks, transpose, so on. Okay, and then we'll go further some font related options, then alignments. Okay, and the next important thing is number formatting. Number formatting. Number formatting is nothing but learning Excel is nothing but learning about numbers. Okay. So you have a number, you want to convert that into a different format. Just now I showed, let me take today's date. This date is showing me DDMMYY format, right? But I want to see this like 10-APR April -2025. I don't want that slash, but that month, the first 3 characters I want to see. Okay. So now you can do a number formatting. In the custom, I'm writing DD-MMM-YY. Say okay. See, it is converting into a different format. But if you see that actual value is 10/04/2025 only. Okay. This is number formatting. Suppose I have a number. Okay, some number. This number I want to see like a 10.00. right? So again, I'll go to number related options. So number of decimals 2 I'm keeping. Say okay. Right? Let me take one more example. I have 0.25. This 0.25 I want to see like 1/4, like a fraction. Okay. Then you have a option called fraction. 1/4. This is fraction related options. Right? Let's take okay. Okay. I have some numbers here. You have some positive numbers, negative numbers, and 0. Correct? If it is a positive number, then I want to show like increase 20. If it is a negative number, then decrease minus 20.4. 0 is 0 only. Okay. I'll show you how to do this. This you are going to learn later. Okay. Don't get confusion now. So I'm applying this. What is this? Zeros, comma, everything I'll explain you later. Okay. Just to get us some idea like what you're going to learn. That's it. In the custom format, I'll keep that. Say okay. Now you can see wherever you have positive number, there it will show you 20, and for negative minus 20. Right? Okay, I want to do one more thing. If it is a positive, let's give a green color also. Okay? Green color also. I'm giving green for positive, and for decrease, let's give a red color. Right? Say okay. So increase 20, decrease minus 20. This is more clear. Okay? Okay. I'll take one more example. You have some numbers. This I want to show like some 3,000 I have, 5,000, 7,000. I don't want to see that complete number. Just if you have 3,000, 3K, 5,000, 5K, like that I want to convert. Then you need to go for the same options. Control 1, custom. Let's give 0, comma, slash K. I'll tell you what is this later. Slash K. See, this is 50 only, right? So that's why it is giving 0K. 500 is 1K by, because I gave 0K, right? So it's not point. I'll show you one. I'll say 0.00K. Okay, then it is this. See, 500 is nothing but 0.5K. 5,000 is 5K. Okay, like this, if you have a lengthy numbers, you can convert into thousands as well as millions also. Sometimes very, very big numbers, then millions. Okay, so how to convert that you're going to learn. Okay, here you have so many options in the custom number formatting. Converting that to, okay. You have I have 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. Okay. So now this is a employee ID. First one is not 1, 4 zeros and 1. Okay. But if you are trying to enter 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros and 1, it will take only 1 because first zeros it won't accept. But I want to show it like 4 zeros and 1 only. Okay. Then just give, I'm giving 5 zeros so that this will show you like a 5-digit number. Okay. In text formatting also you can change that. Is it clear? Like this, if you want to convert a number, a date, time from one format to another format, then we will go for this number formatting options. Here you have so many options. This number formatting itself will take 1 day to explain, okay? Next one, conditional formatting. Conditional formatting is nothing but based on the condition how to format the cells. Let me take a small example again. We have some marks. Okay. Now, wherever you have, if the value is less than 35, then I want to give red background. If it is greater than or equal to 35, then green background. Then what we will do? We'll check one by one number. Or if you know filter options, we will apply filter. If it is less than 35, then for all the cells, we will apply some color. And greater than or equal to 35, a different color. Suppose I'm giving some color here. It is red background. This is red. This is red. Red, red, red. Okay. And here green and here also green. Right. Now, by mistake, I gave this 12, but actually this is 42. Once the moment you press enter, will it change the color? No, because we gave it manually. But in the conditional formatting, so based on the condition, it will apply the colors automatically. Okay. Go to conditional formatting and highlight. If it is less than 35, then I want to apply some red background, maybe small. Okay. Red background. Say okay. One more condition, greater than 34 means from 35 onwards, I want to give some green background. Okay. Now I'll change this 30 to 45. It will change the color automatically. Change this 92 to 29. It will change the color automatically. Okay. That is called conditional formatting. In conditional formatting, again, you have so many options. Okay. Top bottom rules, highlight cell rules, data bars. Yeah. You're going to learn all this. With some real-time examples, you're going to learn what is greater than, less than, between. All this, then data bars, what is this data bars and how to change the bar color, how to show only bars. Here, if you see, it is showing only the bars, but not the numbers. Okay. How to customize it. This is color scale. Okay. And icon sets. Based on the numbers, it will give you up arrow, right arrow, down arrows. Rating related icons. So you want to highlight that number with some icons, then we'll use this icon sets. Some examples, some tasks on it. Okay. So here you are going to learn all the options except this new rule. This new rule is a dynamic data validation. So this you can do after you learn formulas part. Because new rule we do using formulas. So you are not going to learn dynamic conditional formatting in the initial classes. Once we are done with the formulas part, then you will come back to dynamic conditional formatting. Okay. Then format as table. So what is the difference between normal table and format as table? Okay, I'll show you a small example again. I have month and sales, okay. This is normal table. Here I'm creating a format as table. This is format as. So on this table, suppose I'm creating some pivot table, okay? So month and some sales. On this table also, I'm creating some pivot table. Month and sales, okay? Now here I'll add April 40. And here also, I'm adding new record April 40. If you see, it will apply that formatting here. Okay. I'll just do a right click and say refresh. And do right click here and say refresh. If it is a format as table, then you will get dynamic pivot tables. Okay. I'll say, select this. I'm inserting some chart. Okay. On this also, I'm inserting some chart. Right? Add May 50. May 50. See? You will get dynamic charts. Dynamic formulas. Dynamic drop downs. Okay? So many things you can do if you convert that into formatized table. What is the difference between normal table and formatized table? Dynamic formulas means, you write a formula, something, okay, here I'm writing a formula like a bonus, okay? Bonus. Bonus means on the sales, I want to give some 1% bonus. Say equal to sales into 1% is my formula. You got some 0.1. Here, once you add a bonus column, immediately it will apply the formatting. Write equal to this into this into 1%, say enter. The same formula, it will apply automatically to the entire column. If it is a normal table, you need to drag it down, right? If you do change in any cell, this will affect in the entire column. But here you need to drag it down. Yeah, in the entire column, you need to copy the same formula in the entire column. So not only that, you have easy selection options, easy formatting options, totals option. You can upload from Excel to SharePoint. So many things you can do if it is a formatized table. So that we are going to learn after a conditional format. Okay. Then cell styles, same like a table style, you have cell styles. And then inserting cells, rows, columns, sheets, deleting cells, rows, columns, sheets. Okay. Hiding rows and columns, hiding sheet. Okay. Moving sheet from one position to another position, or create a duplicate copy of the sheet. Okay. And then some find and replace options. Some filling options, you deleting options, clear options, filling options. Filling options means you want to fill something from top to bottom, left to right, right to left, bottom to up. Okay. Or you want to fill some numbers from 1 to 1000. Serial number column I have. 1 to 1000 I need to enter. What you will do? Usually we'll enter first number, second number, and both we will select and drag it down. But if you want 1 to 1000, how much time it will take to drag it down, right? So there you have some fill series option. You will enter your first number and last number. And what is the difference? Difference means you may want to enter 1, 2, 3, 4 continuously, or sometimes maybe 1, then 3, 5 odd numbers you want to fill, or even numbers you want to fill, or 0, 5, 10, 15. So that difference you need to provide, and then end number so that it will fill automatically all the numbers. So that is fill series that you are going to learn. Okay. Is it clear in the home tab? This is the flow. So once this is done, I'll go to formulas part. Formulas part. So in formulas, your flow is like first date and time. Date and time formulas, logical formulas, text formulas, information, mathematical, statistical, lookup and reference. These are the categories you are going to learn. So, this is how it looks. First, I'll start with formulas introduction. How to start with the formulas. Okay. What is argument? How many types of arguments we have? How many types of inputs we can give to a formula. Okay. How to give that input? Is it in double quote? What values you have to keep it in double quote? Which values you can give directly? So that you are going to learn. And the flow of execution. Flow of execution. If you have so many argument, operators like plus operator minus star division, which operator will execute first? That in mathematics you have some rule, right? BODMAS rule. You have to follow the same rule here also. I'll explain you that rule and what kind of operators you have and what is the use of each operator, that you're going to learn, and with some examples. Okay. Then you're going to learn reference styles. You don't know what is reference style now, but this is very, very important for formulas. When you are working with table kind of data, you write a formula and drag it down on right side. Directly, it won't work without using that reference styles. So you have total 4 different kinds of reference styles. That is very, very important for us to learn. So that you are going to learn after formulas introduction. Then we are going to learn about date and time formulas. So here, this is how it looks. What is formula with the, again, actually this description and from which version that formula is available, that is already available in here. Here. You can take it from here. We are going to upload this file. Okay. If you select only date and time, you will see all the formulas, date and time formulas. Okay. You are trying to write a formula, but that is not available. If you see to ISO week number, okay. This is available only from 2013, but you are using 2007 or 10 Excel. 2010 Excel, you are trying to write that formula. It won't be available because you are using a different version. So just to check that from which version that is available, and then you can. Okay. So we'll explain you like this one by one formula. Then after this, you will have some task related to that particular concept. Once you are done with the date and time category, you will have date and time tasks. See here, task 1. You have a month and salary per month is this, and that person took 2 days leave, paid leaves only 1. So the requirement is how many days we have in that month. Okay. Number of how many working days we have, how many holidays, what is the salary per day, how many leaves we need to deduct, and what is the final salary. Let's take a different example. Okay. I have a principal amount of 20,000. Interest is 2%. Okay. Start date is this and end date is this. What is the total interest amount? You need to calculate. Let's take one more example. Fixed salary is some 4,50,000. PF is 2% on the fixed salary. We have joining date and relieving date. What is the total PF amount? Okay. Like this, you will have tasks on each and every category. Here also, again, you will have 150 plus tasks, date and time, then logical, mathematical, statistical, text, lookup and reference. This is conditional formatting. Okay. Apart from that, you have a basic test. From the home tab and the options, you have some tasks. So something like this. Okay. These are multiple choice questions. And if you take an assessment, you have like this, right? Here you will have 60 questions in each assessment. Okay. First 1 to 20 belongs to basic. Something like this. Not, this is assessment 1 only, right? Yeah, you can see. Okay, here you can see the question and you need to complete it. From 21 onwards, you will have tasks based on formulas. Okay. From 41 to 60 on tabs, maybe pivot tables, charts related. Okay. Apply wrap text. Okay. This. Highlight profit column with light red fill where the profit between 0 to 500. Use this range to apply some question you will have in the bottom. So here 60 questions, and in assessment 2 also you'll have 60 questions and some basic questions. Apart from the task with solutions. Total more than 300 tasks you'll have. These are for your practice purpose. After you are done with the class, first practice whatever we learned in the class. Then go for these tasks. It will be easy for you to learn. Okay. Then once we are done with the formulas part, I'll come back to home tab and I'll finish this dynamic conditional formatting. After learning formulas. Okay. Then I'll go for insert tab. In insert tab, you are going to learn pivot tables. Okay. Charts and inserting shapes, icons, 3D models, some sparkline. Sparkline, you know, chart, right? Already. No? Just now I created, this is a chart. Graphical representation of data is a chart. Sparkline means sparkline also one of the chart only. But you can insert chart in single cell. Okay. Like go to insert. Suppose I'm taking line, sparkline, select this data like this. You can insert a chart in a single cell. That is called sparkline. In sparkline, again, you have 3 different types of sparkline. How to create that, how to format that you are going to learn in the insert tab. Okay. Then slicers and timelines. Slicer is like a filter option. Okay. I'll take, suppose this data. Okay, we have here one more column called year. Year 2011, 2011. This is 2012. Something like this. I have some years. Okay. I'm inserting slicer on this year column. Okay. If I select 2011, it will show you only 2011 data. 2012, 2012 data. If you want to insert more, I'm creating a month on month. So I'll select only Jan here, only Jan. It's like a filter. Just now I showed you, right? Instead of using normal filter option, we use this slicers. This is available from 2010. Okay, slicer C. You are selecting 2009, it will show you only the 2009 report. In 2009, I want to see manager Chris data. Yeah, central region, only central region report I want to see. In that only furniture. So these are like all these are slicers only, okay? So for better representation of your dashboard, we are using slicers. Instead of slicers, you can use that filter drop down option. Like this, it will show you. This is a drop down like this. You can create a drop downs also, but this is the better representation. Okay, that is available from 2010. That you are going to learn in the insert tab. Same like that, you have timeline option also. Timeline also, this is a timeline. It is slicer only. Okay, timeline. Let me insert a timeline. Timeline you can insert on date related columns. It will show you, suppose like this. I'm selecting year wise. Okay. So 2012, it will create only 2009 data I have it. Okay. Year and month, year and quarter you want to see. You can select from here whatever you want. Based on that, this is also just like a filter only, but a different notation. Okay. That is available from 2013. And then you are going to learn some hyperlink options, some header, how to insert header, footer, give some rich headings to your dashboards, inserting signatures, objects, some different symbols and equations. That all inserting related options you're going to learn in the insert. Then page layout tab. This is related to printing options. Okay. You want to print in the A4 size paper or A3 size paper, is it in the landscape or portrait, or you have a table, but that header is coming only in the first page, but I want to get in different, all the pages, same header. How to do that? I have a 10 columns, but I'm able to fit only 9 columns in the page. That one column is coming in the next page. How to get that also in the same page? So all that fitting related options you're going to learn in the page layout. But actually, usually we don't take any printouts using this data. But yes, you're going to learn these options in the page layout. Okay. Then formulas, already I explained you, we are going to learn the formulas, but in formulas, you have some more options. Formula auditing, step by step, how to, suppose you got some error. You did not understand in which step you got that error. Okay, you have some formula auditing options. Okay, I have some 10 and 20. Place precedent, this formula is dependent on which values. Okay, this 10 is dependent to which value. Some formula related, execution related options. You want to manually execute the formulas. You don't want to execute automatically. Means if you do any changes in the input, see here 10 plus 20 is 30, right? If I change it to 11, automatically it will give you 31. But if you keep it as a manual, it won't execute the formula. Why we need to keep manual? All that we are going to learn later. Okay. Then data tab. Data tab is again very, very important tab. How to get data from other applications. Like you have data in SQL server. You can't create report directly in SQL server, right? What do you have to do? You are giving connection from Excel to SQL server. Report you are creating in Excel. Or you are downloading data from SQL to Excel and then you are creating the report. Or you have data in some website. Okay, you want to give connection from Excel to website. or you want to give connection from Excel to text notepad file. So how to give that connection, how to import data from other application to Excel, that you are going to learn in the data. Okay. And then some sorting option, filter options. You have advanced sorting and advanced filter options. Remove duplicates, text to columns, split data from, okay. I'll take a, you have data here, right? Go to text to columns is like a splitting data into, getting data into different columns. Go to next. Based on space, I want to split the data. Next. And I want to get this data here. Say finish. Okay. The same thing you can do using flash fill also. So type here Mahendra manually. Say Control E, it will give you all the first names. Okay. Singh, Dhoni, okay.
Here.
Sorry?
Here.
Control E. That is a flash fill option. That is the shortcut key you have here, flash. Okay. Data validation already just now explained you, like giving conditions on the cells to accept the data. There you have so many options like drop down related options, custom options, giving more conditions using formulas, and default you have some options. How to give your own error message when you are entering the wrong value, all that you are going to learn in the data validation. And then consolidate, getting data from different sheet to single sheet. Okay. And in what if analysis, you have three options. I'll tell you what is that what if analysis. Grouping and ungrouping, subtotals, that you are going to learn here. What is subtotal means? Okay, small example. See here, like this. You have year-wise, month-wise sales data, but after 2022, you want to create a new row by saying 2022 total and sum of these values. This is subtotal. Okay, how to get the subtotals, that you are going to learn the subtotal concept. And then review tab. Review tab is related to protection techniques. Nobody should not enter data here. Okay, but nobody should not even delete the sheet, rename the sheet. They should not move sheet from one position to another position. Okay, that is workbook protection, structure of the workbook. Okay, you are a manager. You have a range, only team members need to enter data in that particular range, but they should not touch remaining. Means you want to give permission to a particular range. Okay. Okay. Yeah, these are the things: protecting sheet, protecting workbook, hide formulas, and allow edit ranges. Means you want to give permission to a particular range. Lock cells, even they should not select the cell also. See, now I am able to select the cell, right? After locking the cells, nobody can't even select the cell also. How to lock the cells? And encrypt with password means when you are opening the workbook itself, it will ask you for password. So that protection related techniques you are going to learn in the review tab. And then view tab is just to compare one workbook with other workbook, or, you know, I'm unselecting grid lines, the boxes you don't want to see, formula bar, headings, zoom options. Okay. And page break preview, page layout, all these are view related options. You want to compare one workbook with other workbook, how to keep side by side, vertically, horizontally, how to split the sheet. That view related options you are going to learn in the view tab. So after this, last In insert tab, I am not going to explain you pivot tables and the charts. After all the tabs, I'm going to explain you pivot tables. Pivot tables is nothing but without creating any formulas, directly using drag and drop kind of thing, you can summarize your data. That is pivot table. Okay. And the charts is pictorial representation of data is charts. So first of all, I'll start with the charts terminology. Means you need to understand each element. What is this one? What is the line? And what is this bar? Each and every element, and how to format that element. And then this is basic graph and how to format using a small set of data. We will take and format each and everything. And then dynamic chart, one using format as table, second one using named ranges. What is that named range? I'll tell you. One is using formula, means dynamic means you will select and the chart will change automatically. Okay. And take this one. Suppose I'm selecting a month, only that particular month chart will show. Okay. This is how to get dynamically, how to create a dynamic chart. And finally, different kinds of charts. Column chart, bar chart, line chart, okay, area chart, pie chart, donut chart, combo chart, combination charts, okay. And waterfall chart is waterfall chart, okay. And then map charts, on maps, how to show the data, okay. And then funnel chart, yeah. When to use which chart based on the data, you need to guess which kind of chart you need to use for that particular data. So what kind of chart you need to use for the particular data, you're going to learn there. Then all these charts I'll explain. And then finally a dashboard. We are going to learn two different dashboard. One is using sales data. I showed you this one. Yeah, this one. What is dashboard? Like why we will create a dashboard? Like suppose you are a manager. You want to see in your particular area in which month you are getting more sales and in which month you are getting less sales. On which product you are getting profit and which product you are getting loss. Why we are getting loss for that particular product? What is the reason? You want to know the root cause of it. Based on that, you want to take some decision and you want to give some feedback to your higher management. Correct? So everything it will show you here. If you see, you have a year-wise report, manager-wise report, region-wise, and product category-wise. You are particularly concentrating only on furniture. So you will click on furniture and why we are getting a loss in November month you want to see. Okay, in November month you have only 4 months. On customer segment-wise you have category-wise, right? So how to create that and how to understand this dashboard, that you are going to learn in the dashboard concept. And one more dashboard is attendance tracker. This is using the formulas, okay. This is like you will select a year and a month. It will create dates automatically here. And I'm selecting some P for present. It's adding that number C. Okay. Suppose I'm adding here sick leave 2. Yeah. P for present. It will add automatically. It will create the report. So once you go to next month, you create a duplicate copy of it and just change this month and the dates will come automatically and you can change the values. So the report will, as a manager, you want to see how many people are present, sick leave, all that on a particular day. You can see day wise or employee wise also here. So how to create that from the scratch, we are going to learn. Right? That's our after I mean, dashboards is our end of the session in Excel. Okay. Is it clear? Or any questions? Okay. Okay. From tomorrow onwards, we'll start from home tab onwards. No, not home tab. We are done with the first one, right? About Excel is done. From version differences, I'll start. What are the versions available from how many formulas we have? So that we are going to learn. Then UI, you need to understand the user interface, and then quick access toolbar, how to create. And once that particular situation comes, I'll explain you the shortcut key also. For that particular option, I'll tell you shortcut keys, but the complete list is available here. Okay, like this is the flow. Okay, all this material we will upload in the drive, Google Drive. So one time we will upload, but every day whatever class is going on, that file also I'll upload in the Google Drive. So you can download from there when you are practicing it. Okay. And apart from that, we will add you, already we have added, I think, right? We'll add your number in the WhatsApp group. Whatever queries you have, you can post in the group. I'll respond. I'll be in the group. We will respond. And class related, if we want to give any announcements or new batch related information, or if we have any job opportunities, everything we will post in the WhatsApp. Okay. So if you have any questions related to material or something, just mention your batch number. Your batch number is B00677 and then your name, so that it is easy for them to retrieve your information. Okay. Yeah, that's all from my side. Any questions from your side? No? Means practice session means? Yeah. We have lab facility, you can practice. I won't be available after the class, but you can practice.
The duration of the class?
It will 1.5 hours, 7:30 to 9 o'clock. Yeah.
How can I get a list that I just when you have explained the tools, all the tools, or what the tools will you be cover coming session, coming in upcoming classes?
Tools, options.
Options, yeah.
Yeah, here itself you have all these options. It's in the home, I mean, in tabs itself you will have all these options. Or you take that course content, there you will have the complete list, the flow. Okay? You can talk to Neelavini, ask her to send you the course content. Correct. She will send you course content. That is the flow we found.
What do you call it, ma'am? That tools or?
This one, options. These are options.
Okay.
These are called tabs. So in each tab, you will have options.
All these options will learn.
Yes. Yes. This is just a demo session, right? I just gave you overview, like what you are going to learn in our next classes. This will be from Monday to Friday, 7:30 to 9 o'clock. Yeah. It will take 1 month time to complete this. I can say 20 classes nearly. 18 to 20 classes. Okay.
The duration of the course will be 1 month.
1 month. We started 10th April, right? By 10th May it will finish, because in middle you have Saturdays and Sundays, right? So only from Monday to Friday these classes. So for 20 classes at least it will take 1 month to complete.
Can you teach basic of Excel?
Yeah. From basic only we are going to do. Like applying font color, background color, borders, everything else. You did not work on Excel?
My first one. Sorry.
Okay, that is fine.
Yes.
You have knowledge, I mean, laptop,
Yes, you can operate the laptop.
you can operate it, right? Some people, even they are not from computer background and they
I
come.
used to I used to learn the Excel in my schooling.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Fine then.
I just need revision.
Okay. Fine, we'll start from basic only. Like cut, copy, paste, especially font related. You know, most of the 90% of the people are working people only we get. For that 10%, we will explain this font, bold, all that options also. Just bear with us remaining people. That won't take much time. Yeah, but I don't skip it. I'll explain it. Okay.
So for me, is there any extension of classes? Like you have said in our agenda, you will teach only for 1 month. But
Extension means if you don't get,
yes, yes.
if my class you can attend if you join in my batch. You can, if you miss any classes or you want to go for a revision, you can attend my batch. Second batch, but not after 1 year or 2 years.
Okay.
Immediately you can attend. Again, only my batch. You can't go for other trainer batch. That is the only.
In this class, you will learn, you will teach the basic of Excel. Or is there
Complete
any,
Excel.
Is there any separate class to teach basic of Excel?
No.
That's
There is no separate one. Here itself from basic to advanced level, including dashboards, everything you are going to.
Is it possible to cover all the things in 1 month for me?
Yeah, 1.5 hours will take, right? All the options will come. Just that you have to practice on the same day better. You know, this is a recording session. Suppose if you miss the class, we will not suppose every day we will give you that recording session also. We will post in the group. Suppose you missed the class, you can go for the video also. Or you did not understand something, just to go through the video, you'll understand. Okay, that's like a revision again. You will have access for it like 2 to 3 months for that video session also. So meanwhile, you can go for it. They won't delete it, just that after completing more batches, we need to delete the old videos, right? Like that, maybe sometimes 6 months also we will keep and we will delete. But at least 3 months we will keep compulsory. Okay?
Do we need a laptop to
For practice purpose, not here.
Okay.
Not here. Yeah, after class you can practice, not in the class. Just to concentrate here. You want Sir? Yeah. Lab facility we have. You can practice in the lab. Okay. Any other questions from online, guys?
Yeah. Is the course curriculum meeting, the Excel certified examination
Yes,
in
yes.
the Excel? Yeah.
Yes, you can go for, after this course, you can go for MOS certification also. So all the questions will be covered here. You know, even if you practice all the tasks, you are something like 5 years experience Excel candidate. Okay, just to practice the task, that is enough. And they won't ask you this many questions also in the Excel certification exam. You can easily crack the certification exam. Okay. Any other questions?
We take the exam.
Exam that is from Microsoft. That's an online test. So after the class, it's, you know, when you're going for interview, you will have more weightage, like you are done with the certification on Excel. So that's why we go for certification. If you are interested, you can go for certification after your classes.
It's not mandatory.
It's not mandatory. That's your requirement when you are go. You know, in some companies, your managers will ask you to upgrade your skills. So we complete the certification and show for better hike prices, all that, right? So every year in some companies, it's mandatory to complete some certifications. If you are working on data side, you can go for the certification. If you are going for interviews newly, two people are attended interview. One person completed certification, one person did not complete the certification. They'll give more weightage to complete whoever did the certification for them.
So is there any charges to attend it?
Yeah. Obviously, you need to pay fee to Microsoft. We are authorized testing center. We'll conduct exam from here, but you need to pay the fee. Yeah, for certification that you will pay to Microsoft.
Is the exam here only?
Yes.
Is this institute?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. If you don't have any questions, you can drop the calls. And please provide your mobile number, mail ID to front office guys. Hope you have their numbers, so that they'll add your number in the WhatsApp group and your mail ID to the drive, Google Drive, so that you will get access for the materials. Okay. Yeah. That's all from me. Thanks everyone.